Speaking of celebrities, Pharrell doing this Lego movie. I don't know where this came from, but this is a creative move that I like. I like when people do something a little interesting where you're okay, and it makes you take notice. Like two things you would never think of together. This is an easy one. Pharrell and Legos. He's doing it. I don't even know what to call it. A biopic sort of film. I don't. Not, we're not sure exactly how it's going to turn out or what it's going to be exactly. But basically, Deadline says that Pharrell Williams is creating this movie called Piece by Piece about his life, getting a fall release from Focus Pictures. That's pretty indie, right?
Yeah, it's pretty indie. What are your thoughts on it? I thought it was quirky, like he is cool. He's gonna do a Lego movie. It's Pharrell, if you know anything about Pharrell. But yeah,
Hold
I
up.
knew you would like that artsy fartsy stuff.
Do you remember the Eminem music video where Eminem is sitting in the audience watching all the shenanigans go down and something flies above his head and he's just that's the look. That's the meme in my head that plays every time Pharrell does something outrageous and crazy. Like when he showed up at the music awards with that huge hat. Please tell
Yes.
me you remember the hat.
Yeah, I
Okay.
do remember that. That was a thing for a minute. That was a thing.
Everybody was like, "Yo, dude's got the hat, man. What's going on?"
And that
Oh,
remember that song Happy Man? He probably made so much money on that song.
yeah.
Just yeah, God foreseen. Did you know he had that? I don't know if it's still up. I was gonna look it up. There was a YouTube, there was a website
24
you would
hours?
go to. Yeah, 24 hours. Is it still up?
I don't know. I
24
remember that.
hours happy. Yeah, I don't know if it's still up, but yeah, I would go. Yeah, it's 24 hours of happy. It's still up to this day, Mr. Benja.
Yeah.
The world's first 24-hour music video. And it's basically the video on loop with the different people dancing to the song Happy. Previously, they had edited for the video, and that came out when my daughter was like, what, 2 years old? We used to play that for hours, Mr. Benja. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, Pharrell, definitely a quirky dude. I don't know. You feel like he's still relevant? I haven't heard some music here and there, but nothing like
Well, no,
ground shaking lately.
these artists, they use music and then that becomes their brand, but not necessarily their profession, their job anymore.
Yeah.
It's like he just did the Louis Vuitton thing.
Yeah.
Um, so he's head of the Louis Vuitton creative,
Yeah.
kind of a figurehead position, but yeah, he definitely came in with his own taste, feel, did that for Louis Vuitton. He was really doing big things for G Star Raw. I don't know if any of you guys know that brand. He's producer extraordinaire. Yeah, so Pharrell's been around always doing stuff and doing a quirky move and also having quirky stuff come out. Yeah, that's par for our discussion here. How do you get these views? How do you get that attention? Just hey, do something crazy, say something crazy, wear a crazy hat.
Yeah, I think he was really one of those like outlandish dudes. I never heard him say anything. It was too at he just wore different things, did little quirky little things here and there, but had some good music, especially when we were in college. The clips and beautiful.
No, but
No,
people don't understand how serious the clubs were ruled by Pharrell and the Neptunes
Neptunes, yeah, Neptune sound.
and Timbaland because they had a little battle
Timberland, yeah,
going on. Yeah,
yeah, they sure did. Yeah, and what the late aughts, late '90s, early aughts, as they would say. So yeah,
destroying.
man, Pharrell was running things. So kudos to him, man. But I will not watch that in the theaters. I don't think, but we'll see. If it gets good reviews, I may check it out.
Yeah. And what else we got here? Oh, speaking of being online and weird stuff, we got some TikTok shenanigans. This gets a little more into the business side of things, but I originally started looking at some of this TikTok stuff because I saw that they were putting out for the 25th anniversary of The Sopranos. They were putting out episode recaps of every episode in 25-second clips, and it just seemed I don't know bizarre. But what are you gonna do?
TikTok is going TikTok, man. They're gonna find anything. It's all about content, man. They can remix or change anything out. And some of the studios try to make things go viral, but you just don't know, man. And that's the thing I think the studios are scared of. They don't know what movie's gonna do well. Remember last year this time, Megan went viral with the little robot dance, right? TikTok, right? And so
Yeah.
everybody, oh, look, I go see that movie. And then the Gentle Minion stuff on TikTok. And so now, obviously, if you don't know, Sopranos is a show that I can't believe this. 25 years ago, golly, 1999, 25 years ago, it started, and it was a hit. I watched. I don't know. Did you watch The Sopranos at all?
Yeah, yeah, I love Sopranos.
Yeah, back then there was no such thing as prestige TV. That was like the beginning of it. It was like, wow, this is an interesting show, and very anti-women, very kind of pseudo racist, but it was definitely something we all watched.
You know what? No matter who, if you, I don't know about the misogyny side of things, but as far as the race was concerned, it's like we expected him to be a racist piece of shit and everybody else that he was rolling with. So whenever we saw the black people get involved and we saw them like talking bad about him, I don't know. I didn't feel bad about that. I thought it was hilarious because I'm like, yeah, I know guys like that. I know who you are. We know the get down. So it was funny to see it actually portrayed because we know the get down.
Yeah, like I said, man, it's one of those things where, but it was a great show.